Greg Hunter.
So Bob, first half, second half, you guys have experienced that. You've talked about it before, sort of repeated today. Well, what did you think the difference was?
Well, I thought they came out with a lot of energy. Made hard cuts, great cuts, really put pressure on the rim. And we didn't respond to it very well. When you get doubled in rebounds, when you continuously turn the ball over, we've got a guy who's minus 15. We've got a guy who's minus 11. We've got a guy who's minus 13. We've got a guy minus 9. Another guy minus 8. How you gonna win? We were outscored by that much the time that they were in the game. I mean, how do you win? Obviously, we may be playing the wrong guys. I'm not sure. The positive thing is we got a chance. We still got a chance. We still got a chance, and we're going to look at it that way. I'm going to go back and look at the game and the guys who didn't give us what we expect for them to give us are going to sit their butt over on the bench and watch the guys who do compete. And they open their mouth on the bench, I'm going to send them home.
You mentioned rebounding at the beginning there, and that's been an issue all season. Is this as big a struggle that you can remember for one of your teams in the rebounding area?
I don't ever remember getting out rebounded 42-24, ever. Not at Walsh College, not at Akron, not at Cincinnati, not at Kansas K-State, not at K-State. I don't ever remember getting pummeled that bad.
Next question goes to Justin Jackson.
Coach, obviously Sean struggled tonight. I was just kind of wondering, it looked like you guys tried a few things to try to get him going. What did you see there? And how much of a struggle was it, just to try to get him going?
Well, he hadn't shot it well in practice, Justin, here of late. I think you go through those spells where you don't shoot it very well. And I think a lot of it has gotten in his head. We try really not to talk to him about it very much because of that. But we ought to be able to win other than shooting jump shots, though. And we, obviously we haven't. Taz goes 10 for 19. You take him out of the lineup, and we really can't score. We're struggling shooting the ball. I don't think it's just Sean. We're struggling shooting the ball.
And then with the way you guys were able to move the ball in the first half, I think you guys had like 8 or 9 assists at halftime. It seemed like you were getting really good ball movement in the first half. Just anything specifically you guys are doing there?
Just running 5-out motion.
Yeah.
Running 5-out motion. We made some back cuts. We passed the ball. Justin, we have not been all year a very good passing team. We haven't, and that encompasses a lot. That's throwing the ball to the right guy. That's passing the ball to a guy away from the defense. That's passing the ball to a guy on a back cut. That's passing the ball to a guy coming off an open screen. And we don't do it very well. We've probably hit more guys below the knees with passes than any team I've ever seen. And so, you're limited in who you can depend on to get the ball to the right people.
Greg Carey.
Was there a little bit of deflation? Did it almost feel kind of like a missed opportunity in the first 10 or 11 minutes. I think you guys made like 10 of your first 13 shots and didn't have a lead.
I didn't see much difference. I mean, they were running by us the whole first half. We made some shots. Taz made some shots, made some hard shots. Keedy did a good job moving without the ball. Fellas, it's hard. I mean, if you're trying to do the right thing and you're back cutting and you're open and you don't get the ball, and then you back cut again, you don't get the ball, and then you curl and you don't get the ball, all of a sudden you start looking around like, is this dude ever going to pass the ball? That we got to fix. We're gonna watch some film tonight. I mean, it's hard to say that wasn't me when you're up there on the film. It's hard to say that wasn't me. We don't block out. We don't block out.
Mike Casaza.
Hey, Bob, going to your comments on the up top about, I don't know, kind of being punitive of playing time. And I don't know, maybe you think that's overdue, or maybe there's still enough to play for that it's kind of risky, but how much can you do without being disruptive toward your remaining goals? And how much do you just think you have to do something to shake it up and to give people a chance who maybe have earned it?
I guess, Mike, as a player, I didn't appreciate playing with guys that didn't care. I never tolerated having guys around that didn't care. And sometimes there's a tremendous good in addition by subtraction. And you don't want to do that. You try to give everybody a fair shot and a fair break. And sometimes it has to come down to let's do like this, like they do in the real world.
Coach Huggins, that's all the questions we have. Thank you for your time.